All right, welcome back. Apologies for the long delays in uploads. I have zero schedule, so welcome back to another unedited, unscripted toy hunt haul. The focus this recently has been on Hot Wheels because everything else sucks. There's no Marvel Legends to really hunt down. Transformers has been really terrible in my area as far as anything new from Earthrise. So Hot Wheels has been the it thing. Hot Wheels was terrible for about 6 months. From March, when everything shut down, till right around the end of August into September, we saw nothing new. It was basically 2020 C case fantasy castings warming the pegs and nothing else. But now that we started seeing K and then M and then N, and now P, and just the other day I had the first instance of Q cases in our area. So they're starting to come out, so that's really been the focus. So I'm going to go through everything I've gotten in no particular chronological order. Apologies if the audio quality from the rustling bags gets to you, but hey, this is off the cuff and I really wanted to get something uploaded, so let's start today with what I grabbed at the flea market. I got some loose ones and a carded one. Let's start off with this, which is the Ferrari F50 Roadster. This one was in a loose case. It's got a few paint chips here and there, but overall I think it presents well. It's on the BBS wheels. And I haven't done a Hot Wheel collection showcase yet, but I'm going to go through it. I have the coupe version of this, but I did not have a Roadster, so I was happy to find this. I got this for $1.50. So anybody that knows sort of where the market is on Hot Wheels Ferraris, I think that was a steal, even in that condition. I also picked up another of its contemporaries back in the day, a 959. It's sort of a pale blue, not a silver. But it does have a metal base, which I was super excited to find. It's very heavy. This one I also got for $1.50. And this one doesn't really have any chipping anywhere. So this was a great find. I usually don't go through the loose stuff because it's usually in not great condition, but these two were wins all day long. I also picked up this tuned Dodge Daytona Charger. I actually wasn't collecting these until I went through and actually discovered how many of these I actually have. So now I'm trying to hunt down the ones I don't have. This one was in pretty good shape, a little chip here and there, but not too bad. So I picked that one up. This one was a little more expensive. This was a $2 find. But I've got several of these, and if you guys want to see a showcase on my Hot Wheel collection, go ahead and comment down below. Let me know that you want to see that. Alright, so here's another one that I found. This one is impressive. They don't make castings like this anymore, guys. This is the Thunder Roller. Look at the size of this beast. I don't know if this was the last use of this casting or when exactly that was. This one's from like 97, 98, something like that. It is a plastic base model. I did pay $10 for it from one of my friends up there. But this is a monster as far as Hot Wheels go. I'm really disappointed they don't do stuff like this in Mainline anymore, but I was super happy to pick one of these up. It's right up there with sort of the Kenworth Big Rig as far as my favorites of this size class, but this was awesome to find, and to find it carded too were really things. Because otherwise, if they're loose, a lot of the times these back wheels are all bent to hell. So awesome find there. Let's see what else I found today. Stopped at the Walmart nearby the flea market. Not too much to find there. They had put out some Q case. That's the Q right there. That's Q case. I did pick up the gray Kia Stinger, which is a really nice casting. I have it in the other colors it's been released in. This one's a little sloppy in the back tail light section there. The camera probably doesn't pick that up very well. But I love this casting. I love this color. It's not a matte gray. It is glossy, but it is just kind of a dull gray. But it looks good on that casting. I also picked up this Porsche Carrera from Q Case. I'm not thrilled with these wheels. I don't know why. Some castings look great with these wheels. I don't think this is one of them. I also don't really love this paint job. But as that I have other Carreras, I figured I'd pick up at least one of these. Typically when I collect castings, I will pick up multiples, sometimes for trades, sometimes to customize. I also picked up the red Centenario Roadster. I have this in 2 other colors. This will go nice in my Lamborghini collection. These were all Q case. This one was different though. This is Q case, but it doesn't have the new style of protection on the hook. You see this is all glossy plastic on this one. This one still has the J-hook on it. So I didn't know there was a variation in Q case in what they were doing. But that one has it. So that's what I grabbed from Walmart. Then I took a gander over to Target, and I did find the ID Mira. This is one of the ones that I actually did want for my own collection. It's got that nice kind of Spectre Flame gold look to it. Typically with these IDs, I'm only going to buy a real world. They always have the fantasy casting kind of peg warming out there, shelf warming, whatever you want to call it. But I loved picking that one up. At the same Walmart a couple days earlier, I was happy to find that they had the Premium Fast Tuners WRX STI. I'm super excited that they're going to do this in a Subaru livery, but I did only see this one once before when I bought this, and it had an unfortunate paint defect right on the fender, so I didn't want to even buy that one to open or display it in card. But I did find this one. Super looking forward to the Subaru livery one coming out sometime in 2021. But I love this casting. It looks great with these wheels. It's really going to look sharp with the blue and the yellow wheels. So super excited to find that one. But not as excited as I was to find the box set for the Euro Car Culture, which has the Gulf Porsche 917K in there. Now this is definitely the highlight of these box sets. You'll see here in a little bit more. I did get another one. But look at that. That Porsche is fantastic. Now, I know they did the Redline Club Spectre Flame version of it a couple years ago. I don't know if it was this same casting or if it was an older one. I don't have one. They typically go between $300 and $400, which is insane for a Hot Wheel car, but I get it. The other cars in this set, I don't hate. The 300 SL looks good. That Jaguar looks kind of like a Zamac. Not a huge fan of the lightweight E-Type, but, you know, I think they could have done some other things with this. They could have done different liveries of just Porsche's 917Ks. I mean, it would have been nice. I like that car hauler. That's pretty cool. I did pick up a second one of these to trade later down the road, just because I know that sometimes when things go away, people get super desperate to get a hold of one. So hopefully I can parlay that into something else for my own collection down the line. All right, more bag rustling. Sorry, folks. Cast my net a little wider than normal today. Went to a Target that was farther away than I normally hunt, and was happy to find that they had the Eurofast premium set out. This is the McLaren 720S. This one has all the details, the real riders, probably the best iteration of this. I have the Mainline in purple, which would be a really sharp one with all these details and real riders on it, but I understand, you know, these come from the movies. This is from Hobbs and Shaw. This whole set just kind of has a drab color palette. They had multiple of the whole set. I did not pick up the Aventador because the stance on the rear wheels, it's really narrow and it looks Dub City trashy. So I did not pick up the Aventador. That, and it's in a matte black, so it doesn't really give you any details on as far as, you know, display purposes. I also passed on the Aston Martin, unless you're a Bond fan, and we've gotten it in premium as a Bond car before. There's really, you know, get it if you want, but it's not a highlight of the set by any means. So I got that one. I also picked up the M3, the E36. I think they could have done different wheels on this one. These aren't bad. The casting is fantastic. I'm glad that they decided to finally go this route. It's got the front and the rear detail. Looks like probably plastic base. I did pick up a second one of these and a second one of the other M3 just to trade. I know somebody locally that would love to have those. And here it is. This is the E46 M3. These wheels come out a lot brighter on camera than they are in person. I was kind of afraid that they were super loud, teal colored. It's not as bad in person, honestly. I think the lighting makes it a lot brighter than it really is. I'm looking forward to seeing this casting come through in probably Mainline or other premium wheels. I would love to see like a BBS style. You know, this is basically an M3 CSL with the fat spoiler on the back. But really looking forward to them having this casting in other Mainline with other wheels on it. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's probably going to be a casting that I'm going to collect all of the ones that they release. All right, moving on. Sorry, more bags. I popped into a couple of Dollar Generals. We have a very few of those around us. The ones we have are pretty much staked out like water holes in the desert with people that already come in wanting phone calls when they get their shippers. And there's no supers to be had. I did happen to find this 5-pack Lamborghini set there, though. I essentially picked up this one because I love this Murcielago SV in there. This Huracan Super Trofeo is excellent. I don't like the Veneno, although the purple one looks better than this gold. I don't like the Aventador J all that much. And I have plenty of Gallardos, so. But these two are definitely the highlight of this box set. I think it looks great. So, I mean, yeah, you bought a 5-pack for 2 out of 5 cars, but hey, what are you going to do? That SV has been criminally underproduced in my book. They could have done a lot more with it. I also picked up one of these RTR Mustang Boss 302s, drift car. I love the simulated velocity stacks painted on the hood. I think it's really awesome. This is a casting I will be collecting more of, depending on how many colors and what wheel combinations I come out with it. I also picked up a red Audi RS5 Coupe. I didn't have it in red. This is an international card, so it's not going to give me a case letter on it. But I thought it looks better in red than it does in black. The blue one is also really sharp. They also had a Tesla Model S. I had not been able to find this one while I've been hunting. I have I think a gray one in my loose collection, but I didn't like the wheels on it. This blue is super sharp. It has the painted front details and the painted rear details, which always gets me. This one's a little sloppy there, but that was a cool casting. Thought I'd pick that up at the Dollar Gen. Next bag, I went to another Dollar General and picked up another Audi, this time the Avant in blue. Thought that one was really sharp. I always love full rear and front details when they paint. Sorry, my hand gets in the way there. Let's see if the camera can pick that up better. There you go. Full taillights, full headlights and grille. Even got a license plate. Say what you will about Matchbox. I don't like a lot of their wheel choices, but when they do details, they do a really great job, and I think they're better than Hot Wheels on a lot of those. I also picked up the Mazda CX-5 in this dark pewter. I own a Mazda 6, so I am kind of partial to Mazdas. I do own this in the red that they released also. I didn't know it came in gray. I kind of like the blue tinted windows on that, bluish green, but I thought that one was really cool. So again, front, not full details. They didn't paint the grille, but they did paint the headlights and the Mazda logo on there. And then they have full taillights with Mazda logo, and Mazda on the plate. So that was what I picked up there. And then I went to a Walgreens. Walgreens have, for me, have been absolutely terrible to find anything. But I did find the Volkswagen IDR. This was a really neat casting. I really wish I could find... The only one of these I'm missing is this Porsche. So I keep hunting and I cannot find this one. So I don't know if it's just the most popular model or if it's just... That's what all the scalpers and collectors pick up first. I'm not hating on scalpers. Well, kind of. I understand it. I get it. If you can make a buck, make a buck. But don't take them all. Save some for everybody else. I just cracked open 6 Q cases at Walmart the other day. I did not gut it. I only took the Zamax from one box. I only found 1 Super. I only took 2 of the Viper treasure hunts. So I'm not the guy. I'm not the one that's gutting your collections there. I did pick up this Racing Green Jaguar XESV Project 8 at Walgreens. I picked up 2 of these. I really want to get one of these on Real Riders because I don't like these wheels. I think this would look much better on different style of wheels. And British Racing Green is kind of the best color for this, I think. The blue premium one is excellent as well. But the price of admission is a little high if you're going to start customizing. So I think I want to drill the base of this out and get some Real Riders on there and see what I can do with that. Again, front and rear painted details. Hot Wheels, that's where you're at. So I've grabbed 2 of those. I've been picking up a lot of these. Accidentally, I think I've picked up at least 3 more that I wasn't aware of. I found the old Datsun 510 wagon. It's the, what is this, the 51st year, whatever card that was. So with the proliferation of the 510 wagon, that was one I did not have. So I picked that up. Oh, what's in the next bag? Try to remember where I've been. Oh, here it is. One more bag rustling. So I got to Walmart super early one morning, and one I've been hunting down for quite some time was actually there. It was not the Matchbox Bugatti, but it was the Divco truck. This thing is awesome. I have a job where I use a van. If I could find a Divco and customize it for my own purposes, I would, put a modern powertrain and everything in it and paint it my company colors. But I love the Divco. I love the shape of it, the utility of it. Been on the hunt for this one for a long time. Was super happy to see this one on the peg. I must have got there before the other collectors, because this one has been elusive for me all year long. So that was an awesome find. That was the only one I picked up that day. There was nothing else to be had. All right, here's my bag from Q Case. So I did pick up 2 of the GT500 Mustangs. I really wish they would paint details. I'd love to see this in a premium with front and rear details painted. So hopefully we see that. I would love to see a Shelby set where this was white with blue stripes with Real Riders with all the details painted. I think that would be a killer car to buy. I also picked up a couple of the blue 300ZX. I'm really excited to see A cases start hitting for 2021 because I want this in a Super. I'm going to be on the hunt for that one big time. That and the RX-7 that's coming out in C case, D case, I think. I also picked up the Zamax. This card is not in great shape, but came out of the case that way because I broke the case. The Zamac Hudson Hornet. Love that casting. They also had the Boss 302 in Zamac. They got the little slash on the hood there. Still got the velocity stacks. Still got the green details, but Zamac. And the bag will cooperate and let go. I also picked up the Zamac Senna. I think this is probably the best the Senna has looked. It's not a beautiful car. Not at all. I'm glad that they painted the rear details on this one. They did not paint the more defined front of the casting. They got paint on the hood. but I think it looks great in a Zamac. Sorry for the glare from the camera. Trying to give angles here. Let me put these away. Back in the bag. Now, I don't have them here, but I did find my first 2 super treasure hunts of the year. I got the Pagani Roadster and the 64 Chevelle. I have been hunting relentlessly since the beginning of the year to find supers, and I am not having too much luck. Alright. I also picked up, these were gone from our retail for a while, and then they just kind of flooded back. So I picked up the gasser set. I think that 55 is awesome. I love the car hauler with it. The other 2, I could really kind of, take them or leave them. But I really want to get the black hole here, the 55, and turn that into a Roadkill Blasphemy custom. I think that would be an awesome casting. With their partnership with Motor Trend Online, I wonder if they're going to do a Blasphemy casting as one of the sort of their reward subscription cars. I think that would be amazing. So I'm going to try to do that to one of these and see what I can do. See if I can get those tampos off. And then paint the roof gold, obviously. Maybe change the wheels a little bit, but that's why I picked this up. I picked it up as a custom. And it's just a cool set. I love drag racers, and there's 3 of them in here that, the other 2 I can do without. Maybe I'll sell them individually or trade them off to other collectors in the area. But I picked that up since it was finally available. I also went to the Farm and Fleets, which I got there the day that they opened the Toyland. And there were no supers there to be found. I was the first one to all the bins, but obviously they had 4 dump bins and 2 full height, 2-sided peg racks and aisle proper and 3 end caps full of Hot Wheels. Obviously there was too much real estate for me to hunt through to find supers. I did get a couple of the green H-Case Treasure Hunt Camaros, I think. But that was about it. So they're pretty gutted for their main lines now. It's all just blue 2-jet Z's and 85 Honda City Turbos. If you want 35 of those, they've got those. But as far as regular castings, they're pretty much depleted. I did end up picking 3 of these Jaguar XJ220s. I don't think this is a very popular casting, but I love the XJ220. XJ220 is one of probably the second most beautiful car ever produced. In my book, next to the 288 Ferrari GTO. So I'll always pick these up. I think this looks great with these BBS style wheels. It's not a British racing green, it's more of a teal, but I love this casting. I think I've got most modern versions. There's a lot that I missed while I wasn't collecting Hot Wheels in like the early 2000s. I also grabbed 3 of the Audi Sport Quattros. These are just the regular mainlines. I actually didn't own any of these. I hadn't picked any of these up. I was basically just searching for the Super and never got the standard version. These were the last 3 that they had, so I haven't found any more of these. So I usually take 1 to keep on the card, 1 to open, and 1 to trade. They also had the matte red Bone Shaker from H-Case. I think I have 1 more of these. And then I picked up the white 52, 55 Bel Air Gasser, and the 32 Ford. I didn't see the chase car for this. I don't need the haulers. I just like the dragsters. And I already have the 68 I picked up on the day that they opened. So I'm not collecting the full line of those. Farm and Fleet as well. I picked up the Mainline Wyra Roadster. I picked up a red Datsun Bluebird wagon. Not sure which version of the front end this is. And then I picked up a black Cyclone. These have been increasingly hard to find. Like, you have no idea. These are gone. You can't find these anymore. Our main lines are picked over. I also picked up 3 of the Koenigsegg Jescos. I think these are going to be customs. I talked to one of my collectors over there about customizing, and he said that RIT dye takes well to silver and white cars. So I think I'm going to try to colorize these and maybe put some real riders on them, see what kind of customization I can get. So I will let you know the details on the results of that. So that is it for now, guys. I will see if I can stack a little thumbnail picture here. Sort of recap what I was able to pick up. Got a little Divco. Got a little Thunder Roller. Let's see if we can get that there. Oh, you're not cooperating, are you, little Divco? Whatever. But there we are. That's sort of where we're at. You know, our BMs. You know, I miss the days when they used to have these flat. So, all right, guys, I got to go. I will check back with you later. Comment down below if you want to hear about or kind of do a showcase video on my loose Hot Wheels collection. Also, like, share, subscribe. I will see you next time. All right, apologies. I got a phone call, and then I realized I had completely missed a bag that I had just gotten. Alright, so let's go through that really quick, and then we can end this video. Alright, picked up Matchbox MX-5 Miata. This is the most recent one to go with my Mazda collection. Not a big fan of the color of it, but it'll do for now until they release other colors. I also found this sort of off-road collection today. This is the Baja Bone Shaker, which I believe is the A-Case treasure hunt with a Halloween theme. This is the mainline sort of sub-series release. I also got the Subaru Brat from that same subline. Love the card art on these. These are cool. I also picked up a super fast, what is this, a 32 Ford pickup with the opening parts. I thought this was a really sharp casting. Love the wheels on that. Love that you have an interior with opening doors. Camera's not really going to pick that up too much with the glare from that ring light, but there you go. That's a beautiful casting as well. I couldn't resist this one. I'd passed on it before. This is the Johnny Lightning Street Freaks Zinger Sugar and Spice. Limited edition, 1 of 2,000. This is a 76 Olds Cutlass. I have a personal affinity for this Cutlass generation. My dad had one. A friend of mine in high school had one. Bad Girls Go Faster on the deck lid there. I really hope Johnny Lightning gives this a proper street car chassis. Even in like a 442 or something, that would be awesome. But I did pick this up because it's a generation of Cutlass that I really like. Don't really care for the modified chassis and the drag stance and everything, but I thought it was cool nonetheless. And then I did swing back by my house and grab my supers just to show them off a little bit. Here's the 64 Chevy Chevelle. I cracked 6 Q cases at 2 different stores. This was the only super. I thought I was going to go home empty-handed again, but I actually got one. So there's the Chevelle out of Q case. Here's my ID Charger that I picked up. What a stunning car this is. Don't find too many of the ID Chases. And here was my Pagani that I found on the very front of the peg. Super Treasure Hunt. So there we have it. That is everything I have sort of acquired over the last month or so. If you like the video, give me a comment down below, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe. I'm going to try to do more videos on a more regular schedule for you guys, so hope you enjoyed the content. Thank you. See you next time.